It was supposed to be a clean start. New town, new school, new life. Lily Carter stood at the gates of Westbridge High, adjusting the straps of her worn backpack as students rushed past her like she didn't exist. She told herself this time would be different. No pass, no labels, just another student trying to fit in. That illusion shattered in less than 10 minutes. As Lily stepped into the hallway, someone slammed into her shoulder. Her notebooks flew across the floor. Laughter followed instantly, sharp, careless, cruel. "Watch it, freak," a boy sneered. That boy was Ryan Cole, football star, rich parents, untouchable. Standing beside him was his girlfriend, Brooke Adams, smiling like she'd just watched something entertaining. Lily knelt down slowly, collecting her books. Her hands trembled, but her face stayed calm. Too calm, she didn't argue. She didn't cry. She didn't look at them. That silence amused them more than tears ever could. By lunchtime, Lily had a nickname, Creepy Transfer Girl. She sat alone at the far corner of the cafeteria, pretending not to hear the whispers. Her clothes were simple, her phone outdated. At Westbridge High, that was enough to place her at the bottom of the social ladder. Ryan and Brooke ruled the school effortlessly. Teachers admired them, students feared them, and Lily, quiet, reserved, different, became their newest form of entertainment. The breaking moment came 3 days later. In the hallway, Lily accidentally brushed against Brooke's designer jacket. A small splash of water stained the sleeve. Brooke gasped dramatically. "Are you serious right now?" "I'm sorry," Lily said softly, instinctively bowing her head. The hallway went silent. Then laughter exploded. "This isn't some third-world dojo," Brooke snapped.
"Stand up straight." Ryan pulled out his phone.
"This is gold." Lily's face burned, but she said nothing. She picked up her bag and walked away. What none of them knew was what Lily did every night. After homework, she cleared the living room floor of their small apartment. No music, no distractions, just discipline. Her father had trained her since childhood, former military hand-to-hand combat instructor. Before he passed away, he taught her one lesson above all else. Power means control, and the strongest people are the ones who don't need to prove it. Lily lived by that rule, until the day they crossed it. Friday, gym class. Students ran laps around the field while Coach Daniels checked his clipboard. Ryan and Brooke waited near the bleachers, pretending to stretch. As Lily jogged past, Ryan stuck his foot out. She crashed hard. The class erupted in laughter. Someone cheered. Someone recorded. Brooke clapped mockingly. "Careful, ninja." Lily stayed on the ground for a moment. Dirt pressed into her palms. Blood trickling from her elbow. For the first time, tears threatened to rise. Then Ryan spoke. "Guess you're not so tough after all." Something inside her went still. Lily stood up, not rushed, not angry. Calm, focused. She looked directly at Ryan. "Stop," she said. Ryan laughed. "Or what?" Lily stepped closer. Just one step. Her eyes locked onto his, not with rage, but certainty.
For the first time,
Ryan felt it. Fear. Coach Daniels shouted for everyone to line up. Breaking the moment, Lily said nothing else. She walked away. But that look followed Ryan all weekend. By Monday, the video had spread across group chats. Not because she fell, but because of how she stood back up. People started whispering differently. Then came the announcement for Westbridge High's annual talent showcase. When Lily's name appeared on the sign-up list, Ryan nearly choked laughing. "What's she gonna do?" Brooke scoffed. "Yoga?" The night of the show. The gym buzzed with noise, music, applause, flashy performances. Then the lights dimmed. A single spotlight hit the stage. Lily stepped forward, dressed in plain black. She bowed and moved, no music. Just motion, precise, sharp, controlled. Her strikes cut through the air with discipline, learned over years. She shattered wooden boards with clean force, spun, landed, and finished in a still, balanced stance. The gym was silent. No laughter, no phones, no jokes. Only respect. The next day, Ryan avoided her. Brooke looked away. The whispers stopped. Lily didn't smile. She didn't celebrate. She didn't need to. She had never wanted revenge. She only wanted them to understand one thing. The quiet ones are never weak. They're just waiting.